If you like pumpkin spice and everything nice, well, all I can say is you're in for it now. Today I'm gonna show you 3 healthy and high protein plant-based breakfast recipes that are positively bedeviled with all the pumpkin spice you could possibly dream of. You want something that's like a warm, cozy hug in a bowl? I got you. Something packable for work or school? Oh yes. What about for a cozy weekend in? Say less. If that sounds fun to you, let's just jump right in with the first recipe. Now, since all of the recipes that I'll be sharing with you today use pumpkin pie spice, let me just tell you right now that you do not have to buy that. It is expensive and overpriced, and you can make it with the spices you have in your pantry right now. The measurements for each spice in my pumpkin pie spice blend are in the description box below, and you can also find them in all the blog posts for all of these recipes featured in the video today. So with that being said, let's start with the first recipe, which is pumpkin pie oatmeal. Yes, if you love pumpkin pie and you love oatmeal, this one I think you're going to fancy. It literally tastes like pumpkin pie but in oatmeal form, and it uses really healthy, simple, whole food ingredients and takes like 20 minutes to whip up. Plus, did I mention it has 20 grams of protein per bowl, which is pretty great. Okay, before I head over to the stove, let me just give you a quick rundown of all the ingredients because it's simple, okay? It's an easy one. To cook the oats, we're gonna be using a combination of water and plant milk. I recommend soy milk because it's high in protein, and if you're trying to get an extra protein boost, that's a good one to go with. Of course, we need some oats. I'll be using gluten-free sprouted rolled oats from my favorite brand, 1 Degree. Sprouted oats just are always higher in protein and they're more nutritious. We're gonna be adding in some pumpkin puree. This is something you can buy in a can or you can make it yourself. I do have a recipe on my blog if you want to see how I make my own pumpkin puree, and it's very simple. Check it out below. We'll be using a little bit of plant-based protein powder. I'm using a vanilla flavor. For a little added sweetness, we're gonna add some maple syrup. And of course, we cannot do this recipe without some pumpkin pie spice, salt, and a little bit of vanilla. So grab yourself a little pot or whatever you like to cook your oatmeal in. We're just going to add in 2 cups of water and our 2 cups of soy milk. Now, the reason why I like to cook my oats in soy milk sometimes is because it actually makes the oats a little bit creamier. You're gonna put a lid on her and bring her to a little boil, and once it is boiling, we're just going to add our 2.5 cups of rolled oats. Turn the heat down to like medium-low and give them a little stir. Once the oatmeal is about 3/4 of the way cooked, about 5 or so minutes later, and it kind of looks, you know, like this, still kind of soupy, you know, but you can tell the oatmeal is getting closer to being cooked. We're gonna add pretty much everything else. So our 1 cup of pumpkin puree, not pumpkin pie filling, 2 totally different things. We just want plain old pumpkin puree, plus our 1/4 cup of maple syrup, our 1 teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Salt is important because it really brings out the flavors. And our 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And basically just work it into the oatmeal. And then just kind of keep your eye on it for the next 5 minutes or so while the liquids kind of thicken up and the oats start to become more chewy and cooked looking until it looks something like this. Thick and creamy and dreamy. Oh yes. Now all that's left to add is our protein powder. And yes, I do like to add my protein powder last. This is vanilla from Compliment, totally plant-based, really healthy, made with really clean ingredients. The reason I like to add in the protein powder last is because it actually like blends and dissolves into the oatmeal. I find a lot easier when the oatmeal is pretty much finished cooking. I find that if I add it to the pot while there's still a lot of liquid, it tends to kind of clump up, but it doesn't if it's mostly cooked here. Now when it comes to toppings, you can really like go nuts. Literally, by adding some nut butter, some pecans, or some pumpkin seeds like I did here. Some dried cranberries are always nice, or raisins. I like to add a little sprinkle of hemp hearts, and call it breakfast. It just smells so warm and cozy. Just, you can't beat a warm bowl of pumpkin pie oats. This is the kind of breakfast I would meal prep so I can have like a couple days worth of breakfast on hand. Just pop a bowl in the microwave and amazing. This is an absolute must make if you're looking for a cozy, warm you up fall breakfast. Next, that literally tastes like pumpkin pie in a bowl. New day, new outfit, new recipe. We are moving on to, with many hand gestures, our second pumpkin spice breakfast. And that would be a pumpkin spice overnight oat situation. But not any pumpkin spice overnight oats. No. We're making carrot cake pumpkin spice overnight oats. Because why just have one when you can have both? Seriously, carrot cake and pumpkin spice. Such a great combo. Like, why don't I see this more often in things out there on the interwebs? It's delicious. We're not recreating the wheel here. We're just making it a little bit better. So here's a quick overview of the ingredients. Pretty standard overnight oats ingredients here, like rolled oats. We've got some soy milk and water, a little bit of plant-based protein yogurt, chia seeds. Those are all like pretty normal stuff. But to make it, carrot cake and pumpkin spice, we're obviously gonna be adding in some pumpkin puree, like we did in the last recipe, and some pumpkin spice, plus a shredded carrot and some raisins, a little bit of vanilla, a little bit of maple syrup for a little bit of extra sweetness. That's pretty much it. Oh, and of course, we're gonna add some protein powder in the form of good protein French vanilla. This stuff is super high in protein and I love it. Highly recommend it. It's got 32 grams of protein per scoop. It's a heavy hitter, y'all. Overall, each serving here has 22 grams of plant-based protein per little cup of overnight oats, which is pretty substantial. All right, so let's get into it. Grab yourself a big old mixing bowl. We are gonna start off by whisking up all of our wet ingredients, okay? We're gonna add 1 cup of soy milk, or you could use any other plant milk, but soy milk is the highest in protein, plus half a cup of water, 2 tablespoons of maple syrup for a little of sweetness, half a cup of vanilla plant-based protein yogurt, also known as Greek style yogurt. I particularly love the stuff from Silk, plus half a cup of canned pumpkin puree, or again, you can make your own, a teaspoon of vanilla, and we're also going to whisk in our 1 scoop of our vanilla protein powder. Now you're definitely gonna wanna make sure that you really whisk in that protein powder to make sure that it completely dissolves and there's no lumps or chunks remaining. Ta-da! Okay, just set this aside for a moment. And now we are simply just going to quickly peel and grate our carrot. I would recommend using the large whole side of a box grater. And then we're just going to simply add in the shredded carrot to the liquid, along with our 1 cup of old-fashioned rolled oats, a 1/4 cup of our raisins, 1.5 tablespoons of chia seeds, a teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice, and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And now what do? We mixy. Get everything totally combined till it looks something like this. Oh my God, you guys. The smell of this literally smells like if pumpkin pie and carrot cake had a delicious autumnal baby. Okay, what I like to do is I actually like to let the whole mix sit for about 10 to 15 minutes to make sure that the oats and the chia seeds have started to thicken up a little bit, kind of developed a little bit more body and structure so that it's a little easier to pour into our jars, which is the next step. It's kind of gonna go from being this pretty goopy situation to nice and thickened up like this. You see, it looks like you could practically just eat it right now. But no, you do need to let this sit for at least 4 hours or, up to overnight. Let's get into some jars. So this recipe serves 3, so I've got 3 little glass cups, jars, whatevs. Now the reason why I actually let the oats thicken up is because often if you kind of transfer all this stuff into jars when it's still really liquidy, you're gonna get a lot of the chia seeds stuck to the bottom, and then things just won't be evenly dispersed when they're liquidy. So that's why I wait until they're kind of thickened up like so. Behold! Yes, they are beautiful and they smell absolutely ridiculous. So now let's just cover these, pop them in the fridge. And then in the morning, once it's all soaked up and it's nice and thick, you can go ahead and top it with some plant-based vegan vanilla yogurt. This is the same stuff I added in the recipe. Add a few pecans on top, maybe add a little dusting of cinnamon if you're feeling adventurous. And there you go, you have literally the most decadent, dessert-tasting overnight oats you will eat all fall. let's move on to the next recipe. But before we do, people always ask me, Janelle, what is the best way I can help support your channel? And the answer to that is real simple, and it's free for you. All you gotta do is subscribe below, hit that like button, and tap that notifications bell. You joining my Steamy Vegan community really helps me to just grow my presence on YouTube, and really, I just wanna be here to help you guys eat healthier, more plant protein, live your best, tastiest plant-based life, and that's all I want for you. So thanks a lot for subscribing and liking this video. Let's move on, shall we? Okay, I'm just gonna come out and say it. Pancakes are one of my favorite food groups. Yeah, it's a food group, I said it. They are its own thing, and you can fight me on it. I love pancakes. It's like my favorite cheat meal breakfast. But the great thing about this recipe, and I'm about to show you, is that it's totally not a cheat meal and that they're actually really healthy and high protein. Yep, we're making super high protein pumpkin spice pancakes. Per 2 pancakes, they've got a whopping 19 grams of protein. Don't know how I did it. I must be a wizard or something, but oh my God, they are so good and they're so easy to make. You literally throw everything into a blender, you make your batter, you cook the batter, you eat the pancakes. And then you just proceed to live your best pumpkin spice life, okay? This is like the finale recipe of this whole video and I'm super stoked to share it. Okay, so this is an adaptation of my standard, I guess you could say everyday protein pancake recipe, and it features a lot of the same ingredients. So we're just gonna go through them as I add them to the blender. Cool? All right, as with the previous 2 recipes, we're gonna add some oats, 1 whole cup plus 1 cup of soy milk. For an extra hefty dose of protein, we're gonna add in 1/4 cup of hemp seeds. These really add a lot of substance to the batter and make them like really hearty. For some sweetness, we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of maple syrup. You could always use agave or date syrup, as I always say. We're gonna add in 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. This is to activate the baking powder, which we're gonna add in a moment, and to help, get these pancakes really fluffy kind of from the get-go. Of course, we're gonna add in some pumpkin puree. I've got 1/2 cup. I'm going to, once again, as with our last recipe, add in 1 scoop of that high protein vanilla plant-based protein powder from Good Protein. If you're outside of Canada, some other great options I'd recommend are that Complement vanilla protein powder or Sprout Living. Love those 2 brands as well, and I have discount codes linked below for you if you wanna check them out. For an extra little boost of protein and a little bit of kind of like nutty, well, I guess you could say peanutty flavor, I'm adding 2 tablespoons of PB Fit. That alone adds like 8 grams of protein. Of course, these wouldn't be pumpkin spice pancakes without some pumpkin pie spice, a little bit of baking powder, and some salt. And lastly, we're gonna add in 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And now we just gotta blend this bad mamma jamma for about 30 seconds, like 30 seconds max. You don't wanna over blend any kind of oat-based batter because oats can get real gummy real fast and nobody wants a gummy pancake. Yeah, so like this is the texture I was talking about. It's blended, it's thick and smooth, but you can still see there's some texture. It's not like a smoothie. It's still kind of got a little bit of that oaty texture, which we like. Now you can just go ahead and get yourself your fancy cooking device, whether it's a frying pan or, like a little cooktop like mine. This thing is like older than my parents, I swear. This is gonna burn my house down one day. Give it a quick little spritz with some cooking oil or vegan butter, however you like to do your pancakes. This thing heats up in like 4 seconds, so don't know what that says about the quality of this thing, but whatevs, we're gonna ignore it. And now we're just gonna take little 1/3 of a cup scoops of the batter and gently place them on the griddle, kind of smooth them into an even-ish, circle, as you do with pancakes, and repeat. Now we're just gonna let these cutie patooties live their best sizzling life on each side for about 3 minutes probably per each side. I know English. So you're not gonna get a ton of bubbles that form on top that usually indicate when it's time to flip your pancakes, because this is a pretty thick batter. You can kind of just tell by taking a little sneaky peek under an edge, and if it's looking pretty golden brown, you can flip it. Now, flipping pancakes on camera, that does induce a fair amount of anxiety in me. I don't want to let you guys down, but I'm really scared that I'm gonna do a bad job of flipping these and ruin them. Oh God, okay, I got this. Have some confidence in yourself, woman. Okay. 3, 2. Oh, yeah. Nailed it. Look at that. Nailed it. Right there. Yeah. You can tell this thing is so old because it only like browns my pancake on one half of it and the other half is not browned. Oh well. Okay, let's see if I can be a 2 for 2 here. Whoa. Come on, Janelle, come on. Yes. Boom. Oh, I took out the edge of this one. Are they even pancakes if you don't mess up one of them? I mean, like... Now, I would love if you could observe the beautiful orange hue of our pumpkin pancakes. I mean, hello? Are those not the most beautiful things you've seen all day? Oh my God, and they smell great. Don't burn yourself, Janelle. Please just don't do it. Don't burn yourself away. And behold, the most beautiful, gosh darn little pumpkin spice pancakes you ever did see. And just look at that specimen. Look at that unit of a pancake stack. An absolute glorious beast. Nom, nom, nom. These are some of the best smelling pancakes in the world. Counter slapping good, y'all. Some of the best pumpkin spice pancakes. Oh, ever. Hallelujah. Make sure you've subscribed, like this video. I love you guys so much. I hope you're having a super awesome fall and I will see you in another video real soon. Ta-ta.